I am Stephen Ford, the interim chief of police with the Antioch Police Department. Well, I grew up in San Francisco. I went to City College and started taking college coursework, and kind of one thing led to another. I went down to the Hall of Justice, put in my interest card, and I went through the process, the written, the physical, and the oral, and here we are 32 years later. I used to go to a gym in Antioch where I met a lot of people who still live and reside here. I have a lot of family and friends who live in the city, and there are oddly enough, a lot of police officers from San Francisco who are retired and live in the city. So I have actually some personal and professional ties here in the city that I think will serve me well as I carry out my role as the interim chief. I think what I'm most excited about is having the ability to positively influence the organization. Another interesting fun fact is that the outgoing chief, Chief Brooks, and I actually have a 26-year history. We actually went to supervisory school together 25 years ago, and he was very instrumental in motivating me to kind of pursue this position. So we had a conversation late last year as he was transitioning into his new position, and that really helped to kind of solidify the idea that I could step into this role and hopefully be successful. I think the most challenging part is making certain that your officers stay motivated and inspired. So that's something I invest a lot of energy in. It's really, really critical for officers, I think, and the public to have a sense of connectivity. And so I want to be approachable, and I think that if I'm approachable, hopefully to the officers, as well as the public when I'm out in the general public, that they will see that nexus and will have that community police kinship, so to speak. I've been married to my wife as of December 1st of this year for 30 years. I have 3 children, Jonathan, who's 31, and he's recently married as of a year ago, and he has a little boy named Jonathan Stephen Ford, so I'm grateful that my name was worked into my grandson's name. My daughter, Kayla, and she's 29, she'll be 30 in October, and she was married as of last August, and my baby, if you can call her a baby, is actually 20 years old and a senior at SF State. And so really, aside from all of the credentials and accomplishments and certifications and degrees, I think at this point in my life, in fact I know, my most prized accomplishment truly is having sustained my family unit. In my spare time, I like to work out. I love to listen to jazz music, and I do a lot of reading. But once upon a time, I kind of fancied myself as a Lego connoisseur. As a kid, I have a grandson now. I'm excited for him to become about 2 or 3 so I can start buying him, Legos and racetracks. And those are something that I still, as an adult, I'm very adult now, but I think about, being a kid and Christmas time and receiving, Legos and racetracks as some of my favorite gifts. I can say that after 31 years with the San Francisco Police Department, I think my biggest accomplishment is the idea that as I've transitioned out of that organization, I still have relationships with those officers that I talk to and speak to. They always still, at this juncture, 32 years later, still speak of me in very high regard, and it really just lets me know that I was able to, make those personal relationships, and really I think that's something I'm most proud of. I mean, police work is police work, but really the most important thing is to be able to influence the people that you work with and around. So I'm most proud of, truthfully, the relationships that I was building and have built in San Francisco, and I feel confident I can do the same thing here. I'm Dr. Stephen A. Ford, and I am your interim chief of police for the city of Antioch.